She plays Doreen in this summer's horror film Child's Play. Actress Carlease Burke is here with us. You know what? This is scary stuff.
You scared me.
Child's Play is one of those. What is a fine, happy, beautiful woman like you doing in a movie like that?
I auditioned and I got the part, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm a horror fan, actually. I love horror movies.
Why?
Because they're just, I don't know why. I really don't. I don't have an answer, but I can watch them at night in bed, roll over, and go to sleep. And
I cannot do that. I get nightmares. They scare.
No,
Ever since I was a little kid, horror flicks, especially Child's Play, scared me.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was a grown-up when Child's Play first came out, but honestly, they're usually so crazy. I mean, they do shock you, but they're fun to watch. I mean, they are fun to watch.
This one is actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of humor in this version of Child's Play, and so many of my friends, I never knew how many scary friends I had until I told them I was doing this film, and they were like, okay, you can miss me on that. I'm not going. No. And then they did go. I said, go with someone you can hold hands with. So I ended up seeing it 5 times, and
oh my goodness.
They were like, that wasn't bad, like, because you know when to put your hands over your face.
After the 5th time, you'd be somewhat desensitized to those moments.
There's still one scene.
What does Doreen do in the movie?
Doreen is a neighbor in the house that Chucky lives in the apartment building that Chucky lives in, because he is now the toy of Andy. Andy and his mom live in this apartment building, and I live in the building, and I'm a neighbor, and they love me, and I love the kids, and...
Does Chucky love you?
No. No, Chucky
has
issues.
Yeah. Chucky does have issues.
Yeah, he has issues, and he does not like Doreen.
Well, he's been angry ever since he left the Oakland Raiders and left, and they came back. I'm talking about John Gruden, whose nickname is Chucky, right?
I know that reference, and I can't remember who told me that.
He does that John Gruden.
Yes.
Chucky face.
I think my ex-husband told me that and showed me a picture of him, and I was like, yeah, he does.
Wasn't your ex-husband's name Chucky?
No. No.
I'm just teasing you. But, you know, this is the thing about these movies, is that the genre has continued to thrive. It's one of the best-selling genres in movies, the horror flicks. Yep. I remember watching Boris Karloff and Frankenstein and, you know, the Dracula movies, and then they got worse and worse with the you know, the computer effects. Right. They can really make these things do crazy things.
Well, Chucky has facial expressions now. Like, he can do stuff that even my face doesn't do, and his little hands move.
Contortions, yeah.
And no, Chucky, he's, whew.
So tell me about some of the parts that you've played that you've enjoyed the most.
Oh gosh.
Let's go through the history.
Let's go through my IMDb page. Well, my first job in LA, of course, was my favorite. I played a nurse on The Young and the Restless for many, many episodes and many years. And that was my first, like I said, real kind of job. And then I've played many nurses since then. Oh, really? Yeah, I've been in every uniform probably known to man. Bailiffs, cops, nurses and cops the most. Bailiffs, security guards, airport personnel.
I wonder if I feel so secure with you.
Say that again?
I feel safe and secure with you.
Yeah, yes. That's the whole thing. The authoritative, safe, secure feeling that I emote.
So this movie that you're doing now is Child's Play, what, 42?
It's sort of like Child's Play, I don't know what number, and Child's Play 1. Because this is a whole separate entity, a whole separate team. Oh, wow. Whole new writer, producing team. It's not really attached to the original franchise. Oh, okay, so you kind of rebirthing it, which is kind of nice. Yeah, and it's very 2019. And you said it was funny. In what way? I guess horror and tension can be hilarious. Sometimes. Because you would expect something bad to happen, and instead they throw you a curve, and it's a joke. And you don't see it coming. Those are the best kinds of jokes, right? Yeah, there's a little bit of that in there. And the dialogue is funny. Some of the dialogue is funny, and some of the situations are, I don't want to, well, you know, almost, I don't know. Everybody hasn't seen it yet, so I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts. But there are some situations that are just even visually funny. Let me ask you a spoiler alert kind of question. Do you survive the movie? Am I allowed to say it? Am I allowed to? I want people to go. I want people to go see it.
All right, so don't answer. That's fine.
I'm not
Keep the suspense going.
For those who haven't seen it yet, you'll have to go. But I'll just say that I did have a screening with some friends, and they took bets on how long I would last. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, the movie's called Child's Play. Carlease Burke, right here. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.